Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching yet another episode of Lima, Shenanigans 1977. It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. It is time for the NXT Event Center Wrestling Report featuring the superstars of the future in the WWE. And it's on the CW network every Tuesday night at 8. And here's the man that will bring you the report from the show itself. He is Mr. Shenanigans himself, Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima's Shenanigans of 1977, episode 1974. We are 26 episodes away from that epic 2,000, almost at 3,000, 2,000 episodes of the show. Unbelievable. We're nearing there. I'm telling you, I'm really excited about that. Really hyped up and everything else in between. Forgive me for just a second here, folks. All right. I'll tell you. Tomorrow we'll be halfway through the week, the work week, as you know. I'm working only 5 days now, and looking forward to my first Saturday off. It's going to be great, and a weekend. I get the weekend off. Having the. Give me a second here. There you go. And I'm really, really excited about having, the only downside is, I lose hours, I lose some money, but you know what? Things, good things come to those who wait sometimes. Sometimes sometimes it makes you think about your situation, what you want to do, and all this good stuff. So we shall see what will happen, okay? So, NXT, well, let's just say this is a triple title Tuesday. 3 titles were on the line. First up, it kicked off with the North American title. Tony D'Angelo defending against Rich Holland. Shawn Spears appears at ringside during the tag team matchup. And Spears gets involved during the matchup, and when Stax and Luca, Channing Stax Lorenzo, Luca Crucifino, and Adriano Rizzo confront Spears, Nico Vance and Brooks Jensen came out to attack, to brawl with Stax and Luca, distracting Tony D'Angelo. But while all that's going on, Easy Dame booted Ridge Holland in the face and basically helped Tony D'Angelo get the victory and retain the title. Now, here's the crazy part about that situation. Izzy Dane says, now we're even. So there's that. Let's see what. So, Wes Lee was talking to Dion Lennox about, you're funny. You're a funny dude. You think you're going to be champ? Dion Lennox goes, well, I might be. So, and then Trick Williams walks in and he goes, hey, Trick Williams, from the penthouse to the outhouse. And he's running his mouth, and Trick Williams slaps him so hard. When Wesley came out for his match, he had a handprint. I'm like, whoa. So that way. Just to let you know, Corey Graves is back on commentary. And first thing he said, I believe in Joe Hendry. At least Corey Graves knows what's up. So, but it's great to see Corey Graves back on commentary again. Looks like he must have smoothed things out with the WWE. Possibly Carmella may have a good talk. May have a nice talking to him as well. Probably setting her husband straight, and I'm hoping that's the case. And then Bayley comes out to address the Atlanta crowd about Roxanne Perez, the competition between her and Roxanne on SmackDown and last night on Raw, and when she lost both matchups. And she was mentioning running down the women's names, like Jada Parker, Kehlani Jordan, and mentioned Julia. Julia comes out and gives her the ultimate respect, and just I think she wanted to meet Bayley, to be totally honest. And then you know what? And Bayley said, she goes, I look up to you and I respect you. And tells Bayley, I will uphold the NXT title with pride and honor like you have. And then Bayley said, that means a lot. That means a whole lot, And so Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade, they just got the Dominic Mysterio New Day Heat booze, but it didn't break them down. They said, "Would you shut up, you idiot? Shut up! I'm talking to Bayley." And they think that Bayley's eyeing the title and everything else, but then all four women decided to brawl. All four women decided to brawl it out, and it got to the point where security and officials tried to separate these four ladies. Meanwhile, in the back, Jada Parker was liking what she saw. Like, yeah, it's up. And then Kehlani Jordan, says, why you have, started stuff with Jada Parker, and all of a sudden the pushing, and then Karen Petrovich, started arguing, and then Karen Petrovich interrupts both ladies, saying, love is in the air, and then Jada Parker starts talking smack about that, and both women are about to go at it, and then, everybody's trying to separate those two ladies. Meanwhile, the brawl continues to the point where Ava is trying to break up the fight. And as a result of that, we'll find out. Dion Lennox went one-on-one with Wes Lee, and you see the handprint on Wes Lee's face. Wes Lee wins the matchup, but then he starts talking smack about Trick Williams. Trick Williams comes out, punches both Igwe and DuPont, and said, you know what, how about you and me next week? And then Sarah Schreiber interviewed Stephanie Vaquer. As you know, Shotzi's getting a shot at Fallon Henley for the Women's North American title, and Stephanie Vaquer makes no bones about it, saying that she'll face the winner of that matchup. And then the Heritage Cup title on the line, Lexis King versus Charlie Dempsey. Round 1, nobody won. Round 2, Lexis King did pick up the victory, pulling a British Bulldog over Bret Hart's SummerSlam 92 pinfall. Charlie Dempsey did a perfect butterfly suplex in round 3 to get the victory. And in round 4, the referee's view was obstructed. He delivered a back low blow with his leg on Dempsey, and Lexis King ends up picking up the third fall and retain his Heritage Cup championship. And then Bianca Belair and Naomi addresses the Meta Girls. As you know, next week there will be a women's tag team title match between both teams. Hank and Taker confronting Andre Chase. Hey, dude, why'd you walk out on us? And listen, we'll still hang out and be friends and all. And he goes, why don't you guys break up and all that? He was feeling depressed. And then Kale Dixon and everybody else watching an old school montage of Chase U. And he goes, Mr. Chase, Kale Dixon, and he goes, Chase U's dead. He said, it doesn't have to be. I think Kale Dixon wants Chase U to come back. We'll see if that happens. If that happens. Carmen Petrovich went one-on-one with Jada Parker. I forgot to write down who won, because I know who won that matchup. Kehlani Jordan decided to get involved in that matchup during the match, distracting Jada Parker, and Carmen Petrovich did pick up the victory over Jada Parker. Meanwhile, the Meta Girls were talking to Sol Ruka and Zarya, and they said, hey, we have a huge opportunity to bring the tag team titles to NXT, and she said bring the belts to NXT. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley seems like they love the idea of that. So it looks like they'll be searching some gold themselves, while Shotzi's getting an opportunity with gold next week. The D'Angelo family, Lucas Crucifino and Channing Stacks Berlenzo, went against Brooks Jensen and Nico Vance, and Sean Spears in the corner of Jensen and Vance. He got involved during that matchup, giving Jensen and Vance the victory over the D'Angelo family. Sarah Schreiber interviewed Fraxium about their trek to TNA Genesis, and they're coming back this Thursday as they are challenged by the Rascals for the NXT Tag Team titles. But Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs interrupts Fraxium and say, hey, what about our shot? You guys want to go make your little trips and all? And so then, and Nathan Frazier and Fraxium kind of responded to them until OTM got involved, and then they brawled with Inamura and Briggs, and those two teams caused a lot of chaos. Then Dion Lennox got upset with Wesley and started screaming "F this place." Losing to Wesley, and then Izzy Dane did talk to Tony D'Angelo. Stax Luca and Adriana Rizzo confronted him about this, and he told Stax, "You're the underboss. I don't need to hold your hand. You don't need to hold my hand for everything." So there you go. Ethan Page addresses Dante Chen and Javon Evans, and Evans was talking to Ava and still his mouth was watering. And he goes, and Ava basically told Evans that he's not medically cleared, but Cedric Alexander is. And Cedric goes, I'll get payback for the both of us. A-Town Down Under comes in the office and talks to Ava about having the Grayson Waller effect in Atlanta, Georgia. And he'll interview the winner of the title match. In attendance, WWE Hall of Famer Diamond Dallas Page. Yo, it's me, it's DDP. And then over Femi and Eddy Thorpe had their title matchup. A-Town Down Under was appearing in the balcony during the matchup, and during the matchup, while Austin Theory was doing an Instagram live video on it. And then after Femi retained the title, he talked smack to A-Town Down Under, and then Trick Williams comes out to confront Femi. I said now I ended up saying Femi. It's Femi. Over Femi. Now, thanks a lot, Jordan. Skullduggery, I think you just caught that. So Williams confronted Femi after the matchup, and then Eddy Thorpe was about to attack Williams, and Trick Williams ended up giving him a trick shot to the face. And that goes that. So as a result, next week, Trick Williams, speaking of which, he'll go one-on-one with Wesley. Meanwhile, women's tag team, women's action, a lot of women's action in Atlanta. The women's tag match, Bayley will team up with the NXT Women's Champion Julia against Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade. And then, next, also, women's tag title on the line, the Meta Girls will face Glow Est, that's what I like to call them. Glow Est, that we've Naomi and Bianca Belair, and Meta Girls, Lash Legend Jakara Jackson. And the women's North American title will be on the line as Fallon Henley defends it against Shotzi. So we shall see what happens in that matchup. So I can't believe I said Femi. I meant to say Femi. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show once again. Episode 1974, 26 episodes away from 3,000. Tomorrow we'll be halfway there. We'll be having Joker's Wild and some AEW Dynamite. I'm really excited about that. Like I said, it's a 5-day week. I can't wait. So 5-day work week. I can't wait to have Saturdays off. So looking forward to it, but we got to get by. Get by this week, and if I can survive this week, be great. All right. So that's all the time we have on the show. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home. And it's Femi, not Femi.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.